Hey, welcome to Build First, the Authors Foundation podcast. I'm Paula Banks, and this is the show for authors who are done guessing and ready to build something that actually holds weight. So welcome to episode 1. I am so glad you're here. Now let's get into it. So I wanted to start this episode off with something I think a lot of authors feel, but nobody really names out loud. So you finish the book. And I mean, like, really, really finish it. It's done. All the drafts, all the late nights, the back and forth. And you have a completed book. And then you look up and you think, okay, now what am I supposed to do? And the answer that comes from pretty much everywhere is the same. Promote it, show up, be visible, get on every platform that you can manage, and make sure people know your book exists. Now, that's not wrong advice exactly. It's just incomplete. And incomplete advice at the wrong moment can cost you so much. So here's the thing. A lot of authors, and I was completely one of them, go straight to the most visible part of the process and skip the foundation entirely. So we're out here promoting before we even know who we're positioning the book for. We're sending people somewhere before we built a place worth sending them to. And it's kind of like finishing the roof before the walls are up and then being confused at why everything else feels so unstable. And the tricky part is it doesn't feel like a mistake when you're in it. It feels like hard work. You're posting every day, creating graphics, showing up everywhere that you can, and you're doing everything that you've been told authors are supposed to do. But the results, they just aren't matching your effort. Sales are inconsistent, your engagement is crazy unpredictable, and you just cannot figure out why. So here's what happens next. And this is the part that really gets me. So when you're working that hard and not seeing the results, you don't think, oh, my sequence is off. You think maybe I am the problem. Maybe I'm not built for this, or maybe my book just isn't that good. That's what building backwards actually costs you. Not just revenue or missed opportunities. It costs your confidence in your own work. And that's a hard thing to recover from. So let's talk about what the right order looks like, because this whole premise of this podcast is honestly the whole premise of the book is based on. So before we lean on promotion, there are 5 things that need to be in place. I call them the 5 pillars of Build First. And this whole season is built around them. So you're going to hear a lot more about each one, but let me give you the quick version so you know where we're headed. So the first pillar is positioning. Getting specific about who your book is actually for, not just who might enjoy it, but who it's directly serving and what it does for them. This is the decision everything gets built on. Without it, your marketing doesn't know who it's talking to. The second is platform. And I don't mean your Instagram following. I mean a digital home you actually home. That's a website that works, an email list that's growing, infrastructure that belongs to you and doesn't disappear if a platform changes its algorithm tomorrow. The third is product pathway, which is really just asking what happens after someone buys your book. Because a sale without a next step is a relationship that never gets started. And most authors have nothing built beyond that transaction. The fourth is process. Now, the systems that keep things running without you having to manually manage every single thing. That's email automation, payment setup, booking systems, all the behind the scenes work that makes your business feel like a business instead of a pile of tasks you're holding together with memory and stress. And the 5th pillar is promotion, which is intentionally last. Not because it doesn't matter, but because it works completely different when the first 4 are already in place. So promotion before foundation is noise. Say it again. Promotion before foundation is noise, but promotion after foundation compounds. That's the sequence. And the reason so many authors are stuck isn't because they're not working hard enough. It's because they started at 5 and skipped 1 through 4. So here's what I want you to think about after this episode. If someone discovered your work right now, this very moment, what would happen? Would they land somewhere clear? Would they immediately understand who your book is for? Would there be an obvious next step for them to take, or a way to stay connected to you beyond the first moment of finding you? If the answer to any of these is no, That's not a promotion problem. That's a foundation problem. And that's exactly what we're here to fix. So that's a wrap on today's episode. If something hit you, please share it with an author in your circle who needs to hear it. Because honestly, that's the best way to grow this community, one author at a time. So in the next episode, I'm going to get a little personal. I'm going to walk you through my own building backwards story, the opportunity I missed, the season I almost walked away, and what finally made things change. So if you're in a hard season right now, that's one's for you. I'm Paula Banks, and remember, build first, then let visibility do its job. And I'll see you in the next episode.